today's theme. We're gonna make a Halloween recipe and we're gonna make Snow White's poisoned apple, which is basically baked apples with homemade custard. So I'm just going to show you the ingredients for today. We need some very red apples, of course. I've got some syrup here, some berry mix. This has got raisins, berries and cherries in it. I've got some pecan nuts and some apple juice. I've got fresh cream, I've got milk, I've got some spices, a vanilla pod, sugar, egg yolks and some green food colouring. Okay, so first of all we need to hollow out our apples. Take your apple, cut its head off, and then hollow it out with a spoon. Okay, this is what my apple looks like now. I'm just going to put the lid back on, and now we're going to make the filling. Now, in order to release all the flavours from these berries and pecan nuts, I'm just going to roughly chop them. Okay, now I've got some cinnamon and some cloves here, and I'm just going to add them to this bowl and a couple of tablespoons of syrup and give it a stir. Okay, once everything is evenly coated, we can fill our apples. Okay, put the filled apples into your oven-proof dish, add some apple juice to it and then stick it in the oven. First of all, I'm going to gently heat the cream and milk with a vanilla pod inside it as well. Now, while we're waiting on our milk, I'm just going to explain to you the kind of concept of the bain-marie. Basically, it's you need a buffer between the heat source and your custard so that the custard doesn't go eggy. Okay, now I don't want my milk to boil, so as soon as some tiny bubbles appear on the side, I'm going to take this off the heat and take my vanilla pod out of it. Okay, let the milk cool down for a bit, and in this bowl we're going to mix some egg yolks and some sugar. Now here comes the most difficult part. This is where everything could go wrong. Once the milk has cooled down a bit, we're going to have to gradually add it to the egg and really stir continuously until everything is mixed together. Okay, at this point we can add a few drops of some green food colouring to make sure everything is nice and Halloweeny. Now to thicken our custard we need to heat it up, and this is where a big pan comes in. Boil some water and then put it on a low heat. Make sure your water does not touch the bowl if you put it in it. Now we need to heat this up while stirring. If you're a bit impatient, you can add some corn flour to it to speed things up, but this isn't necessary. Okay, once the custard is thick enough for you, we are ready to serve. And this is how you make Snow White's poisoned apple.
Say gingerbread, 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 gingerbread. You're full of sugar, you're full of spice. You're kinda naughty, but you're naughty and nice.